The South Carolina Gamecocks are at odds of plus 15,000 to win the 2016 College Football National Championship, and they are at odds of plus 3,000 to win the SEC Conference Championship. Last season saw the Gamecocks go 7-6 straight up, 5-8 against the spread, and 6-7 on the over-under. Steve Spurrier will rally the troops in Columbia for his 11th season with South Carolina. After 3 11-win seasons, the Gamecocks took a step back, barely escaping with a 500 season last year, after finishing the season with an Independence Bowl win over Miami to increase their record to 7-6. South Carolina enters this year with only 10 starters back on both sides of the ball, but most of all, they need to break in a new quarterback. Spurrier is the team's offensive coordinator as well, and as a former quarterback himself, he has never had a losing season in Columbia in his 10 years with the program. After the defense ended the year ranked 92nd in total defense and 105th against the pass, Spurrier brought in John Hoke to coordinate with Lorenzo Ward. Hoke was on Spurrier's staff at Florida, and he has been coaching in the NFL for the past 12 years with Houston and Chicago. 4 of the Gamecocks' 6 losses came by a touchdown or less, which were the type of games that we had been seeing South Carolina win from 2011 to 2013. Connor Mitch is the guy that will be coming out of the camp with the quarterback job, but he has limited experience to say the least. He completed 2 of his 6 pass attempts in 2014 and was obviously watching former quarterback Dylan Thompson set the single-season school passing record in 2014 while getting scattered time as a freshman. Junior walk-on quarterback Perry Orth saw action in just 1 game last year, and he has only completed a single pass 2 years ago in his 2 seasons on the roster. That leaves Spurrier with the hopes that one of the 2 players can grasp the offense rather quickly and help this team compete in a difficult SEC. Brandon Wilds got just over 100 carries a season ago out of the backfield, but he has been waiting for his opportunity to take over at running back now that Mike Davis is gone. He and second-year man David Williams will be seen toting the rock for the bulk of the carries this season. John Hoke's first order of business on the defense was to make an alignment change, and this year we are likely to see a base 4-3 defense instead of the 4-2-5 employed last season. Even though Hoke is more of a defensive backs coach, he will have Lorenzo Ward to work with to fix some major issues from a year ago. The Gamecocks were 118th in the nation in getting to the quarterback with only 14 sacks and only had 52 tackles for a loss, which put them at 121st in the nation in the category. The front line is the greatest concern in camp, as it should be after seeing limited disruption in the opposing backfields in 2014. Gerald Dixon and his half-brother Gerald Dixon Jr. are set to appear at left DE and DT respectively, and a newcomer named Marcavius Lewis has impressed so much that he is being inserted as the starter at right end. Freshman Dexter Wildman and senior Philip Dukes will be mixing in and out on the interior. There is not likely to be another 11-win season in South Carolina this year, and Steve Spurrier has almost come out and said the same. The Gamecocks are not expected to contend for the East Division, nor are they in the running for the conference title appearance. Most outlets have South Carolina finishing in 4th or even 5th place in the division behind Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee, and Florida. We know Spurrier can win games with whatever he has in place as he seeks an 11th straight winning season at South Carolina. But this year's squad has a lot of holes to fill, while they are expected to change the defensive scheme as well. The Gamecocks have a difficult schedule from the get-go, and conference play will see them on the road against Georgia as mentioned, with Missouri, Texas A&M, and Tennessee, while closing out the year with a tough Clemson team at home. For our pick and prediction, we'll call for a consecutive 6-win season in South Carolina, with not much success for the Gamecocks to be expected, and a possible 6th-place finish in the East behind Kentucky. For our South Carolina Gamecocks betting predictions, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.